His supporters are passionate. From rallies to social media, Assemblyman Travis Allen has energized a group of voters with a solid conservative agenda.
I've always stood up against every single tax increase. I have always stood up for every pro-business legislation which would have brought jobs back to California.
Allen is a native Californian raised near San Diego and now representing a district in Orange County. He says he was happy surfing and running a financial planning business until he started seeing those closest to him move out of the state.
My brother works for Raytheon, and those jobs used to be in Los Angeles. Now they're in Tucson, Arizona, so that's where he moved with his family. My best friend moved to Texas, where he doubled the size of his house, doubled the size of his business, and he pays no state income tax.
He ran for assembly in 2012, and much of his work at the Capitol has been trying to block taxes and spending.
I can tell you, I've pressed that red no button on my desk so many times that literally last year it broke off of my desk when I hit it.
In fact, he says one of his first big actions as governor would be saying no to one of Governor Brown's signature projects.
In my very first budget, using my line item veto power, we will entirely defund the high-speed rail and return all of the money back to the California taxpayers. But we're going to leave one section standing. You may have seen this. It's the bridge in the middle of a field in the Central Valley. We're going to leave that standing, but we're going to hang a sign on it so everybody knows. The sign's going to read Jerry Brown's legacy.
During the Sacramento protests over the shooting of Stephon Clark, who was not armed, Allen was a voice supporting the officers.
We need to educate everyone that if a law enforcement officer tells you to stop, that's exactly what they do. If they tell you to put your hands up, that's exactly what you do. This was not the case of what happened to Stephon Clark. And it's very important that regardless of all of these paid protesters that we're seeing, we stand up for what is true, what is right, the rule of law, and back that badge.
He's also been out in front of the effort to block California's sanctuary state law.
Yes, securing the border, so we know exactly who's coming into our state, and we can make sure that they're the right sort of people that we want here in the state of California.
What would be the right sort of people?
People without a criminal background that have, come through the front door, that have been vetted. What we're seeing right now are these open border policies and the sanctuary state policy of the California Democrats. This is lawlessness. I'd just like to respond to my angry opponent from Chicago. Let's be very clear. I was the original author of the gas tax repeal.
He's shown he won't back down from a fight. He and his Republican rival John Cox have sparred over who gets credit for the campaign to repeal the gas tax. And he's held firm on a controversial solution to the growing homeless problem, proposing to force homeless people into state-run institutions or bust them out of the state.
Check someone's ID. If they are not from the state, they will get a one-way ticket out of California. We have a job and a duty to provide for California citizens.
Allen was caught up in the hashtag #MeToo movement when it was revealed a Capitol staffer alleged he repeatedly made her feel uncomfortable. He talked about the meeting where he was asked about that.
There was an 8-minute human resource meeting that I had 6 years ago where someone had said that I had I squeezed their hand, squeezed their shoulders, and tapped their foot underneath a table. And, this, of course, was just friendliness, and it was misconstrued, if anything.
Now he's working to make his message clear that he's a strong conservative, and with a state government that seems to fight the Trump administration at every turn, he would take California in a very different direction.
I got to tell you, the president has been rock solid in his policy prescriptions for everybody around the country. Things like repealing Obamacare, cutting taxes, which have led to the lowest unemployment that we've seen on record for African Americans and Latinos. We got 4.4 million votes for Trump right here in California. I'll tell you, all we need to do is turn out those voters, and we will become the next governor of the state of California.